Everybody, welcome back. So we are with Thomas, looking for Thomas. So I'm just gonna check over here first, because this is a pretty quick dead end, so at least we'll know if he's there or not pretty quick.
We can eliminate one of the possibilities in a hurry.
Yeah. Oh, good. Go. I was like, go after somebody with more armor, and then he just turns around and attacks Thomas anyway. Ugh. Okay.
I mean, at least Thomas survived that hit.
Yes, that's true, because normally if you just kind of rush through it, then this area can be very hard. And you really rely on Juan, actually, and I don't like relying on Juan. Ah! What?! Every time I see that scene, I think it's a mustache on that kid's face. Not his mouth. Ah! Oh boy, that boar looks pretty upset. Kick it in the butt. Come on, over here. Over here, I'll deal with you. I'll deal with it. I'll attack it with my letter opener.
I'll help!
And Piccolo's like, yeah, I'll just watch. Okay, so we actually have magic. So I'm gonna go... You know what? Actually, there's no reason not to attack. Nope. Go back. Back. Okay. Let's go ahead and attack. Then he has the lightning... He has the mallet rune. Damage times 2 to 1 foe's ballast. Yes, I'll do that. So... Oh, come on, Piccolo. Really? 2 turns? Fine. Oh, and there goes Thomas.
Counting on Cecile.
Cecile, get off of him!
It's okay. She's got another turn.
Ooh. It's a good thing I saved. Whoosh. Poor Thomas. Aw, everyone else got levels. And we got another figurine, because we needed another one.
I do love figurines, I gotta say.
Oh, right, we won! We won! Yeah! Ah. Sorry if I scared you. You okay? I was really scared. I got so lost. I shouldn't have told you that strange story.
I'm glad we found you. Time to go home.
Yes, let's heal up Thomas first.
You and your strange quirks. I mean, let's heal my party before we set out.
Well, only because Thomas just dies from, like, everything, and I want... There's a chance he might survive if I heal him.
He dies not from the allergic shock of the bee sting, but from the impact of the bee sting.
Yes, exactly. I like how one stands up just to go back to sleep.
Well, I mean, he is a respectful guy.
He stands up to sleep.
He's like, if everyone else is gonna stand up, I might as well too. It'd just be rude not to. What?
I don't... So Potter just texted me back, and I was like... I asked her at the end of last video, what's up with the 202, and she goes, who knows? And I'm like, you texted it! And she's like... I don't even know. Yay, Asperger's. I don't know what she's trying to tell me.
I'm like...
I don't know.
I'm like, is it
What?
phonetically something? Like, you know... Like, if you say it out loud, does it mean something? Like, 202.
202. 202. 202? 202? Oh, there you go. If you do it, don't Europeans say not instead of 0?
Sure.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I've heard that before. So 202. That's the closest I can get to sounding like anything.
To be or not to be.
There's to not to.
I think that was the name of a planet in the original Star Trek series, 2 Not 2. Like some green-skinned aliens or
Maybe
something.
she's trying to. She did tell me that they were making a new Star Trek show, which I didn't know if she was being serious or not.
Yeah, there's actually 2 new Star Trek shows.
That's sad. I'm sure they're gonna be awful.
Yeah, Star Trek Discovery, I think, is the one that's coming out soon. It's on CBS, but I think it's internet only, I want to say. It's like their all-access package or something. Anyway, who knows how it's going to be, but it's set as a prequel to the original series, I think, but not to Enterprise, so it's between Enterprise
So
and...
it's in.
Yeah, I think it's like 10 years prior to the original series.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are like, you love Star Trek, right? And I'm like, well, let me be specific. I like the original series, and I love the Next Generation series, but anything else other than that, no.
Really? Well, okay, so this should not surprise me. Like, knowing your tastes, it does not surprise me that you don't like Deep Space Nine.
Well, so the reasoning is, and you're all gonna think I'm strange, because if you don't already think I'm strange, then you haven't been listening to enough of my videos, but, I guess, I don't know, I don't want to blame everything on my Asperger's, because that's not technically true, it's just more of my personality mixed with it. But I'm not really a fan of just watching TV for pure entertainment. I like to learn something, and I know that sounds really strange. Which is one reason I have a hard time watching a lot of TVs, because it's just for entertainment, and I'm like, what the heck, what's the point of this? And Gene Roddenberry, when he wrote the first 2 series, you know, Star Trek and Star Trek Next Generation, most episodes, especially in Next Generations, had a point to them. They were trying to put a point across. And for me, I really enjoyed the fact that there was usually some kind of lesson or some kind of point, you know. And even if there was no answer to the question he was trying to raise in the episode or anything like that, the fact that he even posed a question was really what got me in the series. And as an example, because that might not make sense, as an example, in Star Trek Next Generation, there's an episode where Mrs. Troy falls in love with this guy, and he's on the Enterprise to do some work, and he finally completes his life work, and he's so excited, and she's like, oh my gosh, now we can spend the rest of our life together. And he goes, well, I gotta go home and die. And she's like, what are you saying? And on their planet, when they reached a certain age, it was like 55 or whatever, they committed ritualistic suicide so they didn't have to deal with the elderly. And there was a lot of reasons for it. And he truly believed in it. Well, then during the episode, she was trying to talk him out of it. And it was actually a really interesting episode to me, because it made me think a lot, and I really enjoyed it. And that's the reason I think I really enjoy Star Trek. And a lot of the later series, I've tried watching it, but it's just a bunch of people blowing each other up in space and coming up with the reasons to sleep with every alien race they come across with. And I'm like, yeah, this is not interesting to me. And I know that sounds really stupid and all, but that's one of the main reasons I just cannot get into the newer series is so.
Did you ever see Babylon 5?
No. I just haven't gotten around to it. I have no reason not to.
I was gonna say it might be up your alley. It's not like Star Trek. It's absolutely not. But it does have a bit more of an arc to it, and it makes you think a bit more. They introduced, like, you can tell from season 1 that they had planned out multiple seasons, and that they were already developing arcs that would not be resolved in the first season. Because, like, there's a scene in the first season where you see something, and you're just like, what was that? And the characters that saw it, they all have no explanation for it either. Like, it's something that's incredibly strange, and they're all just like, we don't know what that was. But you know it, like, it was one of those types of things where you're like, it clearly was put there intentionally. It clearly is there for a purpose. At some point it's going to be explained, and sure enough, like, 3-4 seasons later, they revisit it, and you get to see it from the other perspective. From someone else's perspective, and suddenly it all makes sense. But it's... They have a lot more of the moral questions that you're kind of talking about with Star Trek, where they force you to kind of come to terms with something. It's not quite to Star Trek's level in that regard, and it's not certainly as overt as Star Trek was, but they still have some of that stuff present.
Yeah, and I think that's one reason I like Steven Universe as well, is because there's a lot of stuff like that in Steven Universe. It's just like kind of, there's a lot of stuff they bring up that kind of make you think about it.
Yeah. Plus, the other nice thing about Babylon 5, it's Lord of the Rings in space, so you'd finally get to say that you had seen Lord of the Rings.
Mommy! Oh, Thomas, thank goodness you're safe, my little man. It was a lucky day, a happy ending, my favorite kind. Thank you so much, I owe you a lot. Keep bowing to me.
Well...
Thomas, what do you say to these nice people? Don't be shy. Did you know the castle master's name is Thomas too? That's kind of a random thing to say right after that. Really? Your name is Thomas? That's my name too! That's what she just said.
That's right. I'm glad you're safe and sound. Your mother was so worried.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cause so much trouble. I am so grateful to you. You're the master of the castle here?
That's right. Now, run along home with your mother. It's time both of you got a good night's sleep.
Say thank you, Thomas. I want you to grow up to be just as great as Thomas, the castle master. It sounds like dungeon master. He's a great dungeon master. Okay. We're all here to see you off. Well then, please excuse us. I really appreciate what you did for us.
Take care going home.
Thank you. Oh no, Byron cries, but not for ice cream. He cries for dinner.
Ice cream can be dinner.
We stopped giving him ice cream. For anyone who's been watching the Monster Rancher 2 LP, you'll know exactly why.
Ice cream rehab.
Yes, ice cream rehab. What a relief, huh, Thomas?
Most auspicious indeed. I can rest a lot easier now, for sure.
What about Juan?
He was already resting. So they want him to be as great as me, eh? Pretty neat.
That'd be kind of a nice thing to hear someone say about you.
Mm-hmm.
That black screen always makes me nervous after Monster Rancher 4.
Right? Oh my goodness, like every time.
Yeah.
Okay, do people actually say ho-hum? Like, is that a thing that people say? Because I've never actually heard it verbalized.
I've never verbalized it, but I'm gonna start doing it now.
Ho-hum, what can I do today? I haven't really done anything this whole last week.
We haven't died from Sebastian's cooking yet, that's good. Let's go check in on Our Lady.
It's a slow poison.
Going through the door might help first.
You know, if you weren't poisoned, it'd be a lot easier to control the character right now.
Let's go visit Our Lady and see how she's doing. I'm betting she's at the gate.
Our Lady of the
Greeting all
Gate.
the men that come in. Our Lady of the Gate. I like how we're making it's becoming like a soap opera. Thomas's secret half-twin, identical, I don't know. How you can have half-twin? We're not making stuff up.
It's like, is that like being half tempted?
Hey, Cecile. Huh? Mr. Sebastian? I haven't seen him today. Do you need him?
Were we asking about him?
I guess so. Why did we go to Our Lady and talk about a guy?
No, I'm just bored. There's nothing for me to do here.
I mean, Thomas could be into Sebastian, I guess, but that's no fun. Would you like to do some combat training with me? I'll get your heart pumping.
No,
See?
it'll get your heart pumping.
Oh.
Not I'll get your heart pumping.
I'm just reading it how I want it to be.
I was gonna say, you're adding a little bit more drama here. No thanks. Maybe another time, okay?
I see. I am just adding whatever I want by this point. Would you like some combat practice? scare the birds. Let's talk to her, see what she has to say. What's happening? I don't feel very good.
What's the problem?
I'm kind of depressed. I haven't had any customers in weeks. You've been master of the castle for a while now. Can't you do something to help?
Gee, I would if I could. Have you got any ideas? What can I do?
Tell me how to do my job. That's your job, not mine. What's wrong with today's youth? Kids today are so lazy.
I'm sorry.
He's just new at this. Cut him some slack.
Yeah, really.
It's not like there's a wiki or anything he can look this up on.
Sebastian, let me think. Why do you need to think? Just fortune. I'd really like
Future
to find
vision.
him. Yeah, future vision. Let me use my fortune-telling skills.
He's in the castle.
No, I can't figure it out.
Ugh.
I see. What's wrong? Something bothering you?
Your fortune-telling skills.
I just figured he'd know what I should be doing as Castle Master. Ho 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 ho! Such an initiative. I wouldn't worry about that much.
And don't breathe in the smoke, Thomas.
He's got
It's like going right up his nose.
He's got a very long beard, but it's growing the wrong way. If you say so, sir.
Kind of reminds me of Quest for Glory 3. You can die by using the hookah pipe.
Oh, golly.
Alrighty. Who else is there? I guess I can check the inn. I shouldn't say inn. I guess I should say whatever this building is.
The mess
It's
hall?
not an inn yet. Mess hall. I mean, it's not a spoiler. We've already seen it as an inn, so...
Yeah, exactly. Well, there's Mudo and Juan to check still.
Yeah, I was gonna go check one. And we haven't seen Ike in a while.
No, we haven't.
Hey, Juan. What you up to? Talk to you from behind. Sebastian? Ugh, I don't know.
Don't you have any idea where he could be?
The castle.
Juan? Juan!
Ugh, I don't know how to make sleeping noises. Okay then. Let's go talk to Mudo. Doodaloo-doodaloo-doodaloo-doodaloo. Man, why can't people make good games like this anymore?
Right?
Just going around and talking to people and figuring out what other people are. I mean, this is like a real life simulator here of management.
I think you're explaining why they don't make games like this anymore. Just like real life. You can have all those boring moments when you don't know what to do.
It's kind of funny because we've been playing Final Fantasy 12 and I'm enjoying it a lot more than Final Fantasy 15. Because we didn't even finish Final Fantasy 15, I got frustrated with it. I just could not... I was just not interested in the story. I just didn't care.
What about the Cactarmobile?
Hello there. Oh, Mr. Sebastian. Oh, we had breakfast this morning, so he must have been around to fix it. Do you need him?
It's nothing, really. I was just hoping he'd give me something to do.
Oh, why not try something to look more... Sorry. Why not try something to look more like a castle master? Ever try growing a beard?
As a matter of fact, just a few minutes ago. A beard?
Yes.
Sounds itchy, but I'll give it some thought.
The sad thing is Mudo's the only person who's given us any advice on how to be a castle master. So we better do it. Grow a beard. It's the first thing on the list. Where was IK? There's Sebastian. He was hiding in the corner the whole time.
Mr. Sebastian!
He was spying on us.
Mm-hmm. Well, well, Thomas. How are you doing today?
was about to voice that.
I have to talk to you. Where have you been? I was looking for you.
I need advice on growing a beard.
You'll need the beard rune. Well, I was,
To hear the phone ring.
What's the matter? I'm very sorry. The castle's treasury is almost empty. I've been working on the books, but things just don't add up very nicely.
It was my evil half-twin, wasn't it?
I've been selling some of the valuables, with permission of course, but it still isn't helping.
We still have chairs.
So, all this time you've been working on the books? Yes, without much success. Have you got
Okay.
any ideas?
I have a question.
Yes.
I don't understand the term working on the books.
They're talking about the accounting books.
Oh!
So
I always
he's
wondered about that.
so he's trying to balance the budget, and he's been doing it without much success. So
That makes more sense. I thought he was trying to be an author, and I'm like, what is he writing about our destituteness or something?
So you could say
Yay.
that, given his two skills of working on the books and fixing the meals, you could say he's been cooking the books.
Oh,
Ah!
oh, I got that one.
That was really bad, sorry. I guess if we don't have anything, we don't have anything. Profound Thomas. If we don't have anything, then we can't maintain the castle. We'd run out of food, and that would be the end of it.
Not the food.
I wouldn't be able to cook breakfast. We'll have to let Mudo, Juan, and Cecile go. We can't afford them.
Not our girl. No. We cannot stand for this.
Oh no! You're going to send them away?
See, he feels the same way. That he feels...
Unless you have some other things that I can sell.
That suit you're wearing, it looks really nice.
What job do you serve here?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, Mr. Sebastian. Could you gather everyone in the courtyard?
That's not my job.
Sure.
Wait, where's IK and Juan?
It's everyone here.
Oh, okay.
Is everyone here? I don't see Juan yet.
Typical.
Please hear me out, everyone. We don't have enough money to maintain the castle. We can't afford to fix all the leaks, cracks, and rotten timbers. Not only that, but at this rate, we won't be able to pay help, and we'll soon run out of food, too.
What? Oh no, just when I get my official title.
Verb tense is my specialty.
What? Sebastian, what have you done?
I'm very sorry about this. I've tried my best to make ends meet. We're not here to cast blame. We have to put our heads together and come up with a solution to this problem.
You know, it was funny, it wasn't until I played this game that I actually realized that what he was saying was ends meet when people said that. I thought they said end meet as M-E-A-T, and I'm like, what does it have to do with anything?
Yep. And yeah, they're talking about something else entirely. Well, it's kind of, there's a couple of those idioms like that, like something's coming down the pike, but it's pike,
Yeah.
like turnpike, or like the pike that's like the thing that stops water, not pipe.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people hear coming down the pipe, like irrigation.
Pipe, yeah.
Yeah. Before now, I lived a normal life where I got up in the morning, ate breakfast, worked, cleaned, and slept. Then, suddenly, I became the master of this castle, and I don't have a clue about what I'm supposed to do. So I'm asking you all to tell me what it is I'm supposed to do. I beg you.
We already said grow that beard.
Now, the master of the castle shouldn't bow his head to the people.
I know.
What is it, Cecile?
A kissing booth. When I was sorry. When I was a child, this place was crammed with stores and colorful decorations. People came here from all around to shop. Money flowed freely and good times were had by all. I think we should open up lots of stores here.
Open stores? But how? That takes money we don't have. That's not all. We need permission from the council for such a venture. They'd never agree. What do you mean? I don't know very much about Zexen.
Even though your color matches their colors.
The Zexen Federation began as an alliance of merchant guilds. The council, which is the highest government authority in Zexen, is made up of members chosen by the Master Guild, the most powerful merchant guild in the land. The fussy council has to approve every single store opening, and it takes hefty bribes to convince them. How could we do that? Alright, I understand. Do you see a solution too? Here's what we'll do. Instead of opening businesses ourselves, we'll lease the land to people and let them open the stores.
We'll let them deal with the problems.
We've got plenty of room. They often did this in the northern outlands where I came from. What? We will be able to get the approval of the council. How could we get away with it? Our first priority is to keep food on the table. We'll deal with the council later.
Well then, would I be able to stay here?
Yes. If everyone works together toward the same end, we can save the castle and everyone's jobs.
Everyone works together toward the same end.
Yeah. Like the same goal.
Oh. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Ho ho ho! Well said. Splendid! Wait a minute, Thomas. You can't make promises like that. You don't know the council.
What's so important about the council when we're not even officially in Zexen territory? Whoa, this is new.
Mm-hmm.
You young folk don't know your history. This land is jointly controlled by both Zexen and Grassland. When I was young, things were peaceful between Zexen and Grassland. This was an important landing for Grassland's pastoral people and was open to Zexen's too. Did I say that right?
Pastoral.
Pastoral. I added an I. Oh well. That's why a Grasslander like me is allowed to do business here. Is this making sense?
Is that true?
Of course it is. You should go look around in your room, Thomas. I'm sure there's a record somewhere.
I've never found such documents.
Oh no.
Wait,
Seal.
is he saying that he snooped around Thomas's room?
I guess so. He does clean it. With the record of this, the council can't come near us.
Does he? I mean, Thomas didn't see him.
Just try and find something here. It's a mess. Alright, I think this is a good stopping point. We'll leave you guys in suspense on whether or not there's a document in my room.
Or whether or not the council is on its way already to go ahead and shut us down.
Yes, it's led by our evil half-twin. So, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.
Bye, guys.